and stuff. And then I'll just keep moving around the house and not get this thing done. Hold on. I think I need to put the other clip on. The clip needs to go. Michaela is back. Michaela was in the pocket of a robe that I had on that day that I was in the kitchen. And I put her in the pocket. And when I went and got the robe, it fell out of the pocket. Let me clean these glasses, girl. That's the biggest fingerprint on the glasses. Did you see it? Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know you stopped by. We are down here, girl. I have to get started because I'm kind of running late. I was just relaxing and not thinking about like yesterday I started like right on time. I like to start on the hour. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I like to start on the hour. I was looking at my videos yesterday, some of my videos, and looking at the lighting, and I'm looking at the lighting here, and cool. I think we want cool today. Oh, I didn't do my hair. I didn't put nothing in it. I didn't put no water, no product, no nothing. Okay, hold on. Let me tuck. So what's up? I don't have anything to talk about. I've just been creating shorts. Thank you all for creating making timestamps in the comments so that I can make short TikToks and reels and stuff on all the socials. You know what I'm saying? So thank you for that. I appreciate that. You'll know that it was a subscriber clip because I'm going to put hashtag subscriber clip after the title so that you know that it was one of y'all who selected the thing. I feel weird selecting it because I'm like, I don't know what like resonates with you. You know, I'm just down here running my goddamn mouth. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna roll some reefer up. I'm gonna cut that out because I know you saw the top of my head looking like a sheep's ass. It's no water, no product, no nothing. Just leave it alone. Don't even look at it. Luckily, I got this scarf on high enough. I didn't put no product. I didn't lay no edges down, nothing, girl. I just put this scarf on. Typically I'll like do my whole head and then I don't know why I do it. I do my whole head and then I'll put a scarf right back on. But I have to put stuff in it, you know? I'm about to cut this shit off. I was trying to get I wanted to get little soft blonde locks. I think I might still get it. I think I might do it in August because after I'm done, I want to cut my hair off. But then I'm thinking I might keep them until the end of the year because winter. And then maybe I'll do it because remember I started growing my hair this time last year. Y'all remember? I stopped cutting my hair this time last year, and a little bit earlier, probably like June. I cut my hair. Was it June? Yeah, it was. It was June, and I cut my hair and all my hair off. Remember? And yeah, and so I was like, okay, I'm gonna cut all my hair off, start anew, and then I'm gonna grow my hair. So I was like, okay, let me grow my hair. And then I was like, okay, then I'm gonna get locks. I wanna do locks. I wanna do a little faux lock, little thing. But my goal is back to bald because bald is I love having no hair. I love it. I do. I love it. Now I haven't gone completely bald. I just do very, 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 very short blonde. Um, yeah, that's my natural color. It is. It is. Hold on a second. All right, we're back. The camera was looking dim or something. Girl, yeah, no. It's had it. This jacket has had it. Those are natural elbow. They did not come like this. This is a Gap jacket. Gap makes the best jackets. Gap and Levi's, they make the best denim jackets. They do. especially Gap when they make the denim jackets with the motorcycle jackets. I had another Gap jacket, and it was like a thinner denim. It was like thin, and it had a motorcycle collar, right? But then it had two little, what do you call them things? The buttons that flip up, like they have them on the bottom. They have the buttons on the bottom of the jacket, but they had them right here too. It was so official. I don't even know what happened to that jacket. So we don't have anything to talk about. Let's go see what's on the blog, y'all.
I sponsor the now. Yes. I sponsor the blog. Let me tell you
something. First things first, let me get that. All right. I see I was about to start taking pictures because I was listening to this. Can't listen to it. You know I get nasty. I'm stingy. My women are just ready. Call you to the crib and I get. Why would Eddie Murphy get married again? That is so dumb. Y'all so dumb, girl.
I just girl. Stop.
Hey Siri, how old is Eddie Murphy?
Eddie Murphy is 63 years old.
Why? And how old is she? I don't even know. It says almost all 10 kids were present and several of them snapped cute pics. I guess you're supposed to say congratulations, whatever. Oh, that is so sweet. I'm not, okay, let me not look at it because I'm about to cry. Anything about children, baby, you can get me. You can get me. There's a girl on Twitter. Girl. This lady on Twitter, her name is Black Girl Blue World, and she is a deep sea scuba diver. Scuba. I pronounce my B's and B's. I don't know if you've noticed that. I don't know where that comes from. I think it comes from living in East LA or speaking Spanish and English. I don't know what it is, but B's and B's get me. Anyways, she showed this clip of this white man coming up to her, telling her that his daughter is a scuba diver and she loves her and follows her on Instagram and stuff like that. And then he sent her pictures of her, and she's just this little black girl in the water. So I don't know if her mom is black or what, but the man came up to her and was like, my daughter loves you and this and that. And then it's so sweet. I think I'm going to share it. It is so sweet.
Black Girl Blue World. My daughter's biggest fan. Like a hardcore diver, 14 years old.
Oh my god.
It means a lot to me.
She looks like a little mermaid. Aww. That's so cute.
She's got a lot of it.
Do you see the little girl? She's a little black girl.
Before we get into the mess, that really made me tear up. It does matter. Oh my god. Okay, let me get myself together. That was so precious. It does matter. Representation matters. Little, oh god, okay. Little people want to see themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, or see something that they never thought, see someone like them doing something that they never thought that they can do. You know what I mean? It's so sweet. Ah. We love the kids. We love the kids. Oh, they're so precious. He was like, my daughter would have killed me if I did not come up to you and speak to you and I saw you. And they took a picture together. It was so sweet. Okay, anyways. Okay. Woo, girl, let's get to some mess so I don't have to be crying. We love the kids. We love the babies. And we want them to see themselves or see something that they didn't think that, see someone like them, right? Doing something that they didn't think that they can do. This lady be deep in the damn ocean when I tell you. Go to her page, Black Girl Blue World. She's a deep sea scuba diver. And she has long blue braids. And so when she's in the water, her braids be going like this. Oh, it's so pretty. Go look at her. Go look at her page. Go look at her page. Okay. Yeah, it says fell into the ocean and grew gills, diver, filmmaker. Black Girl Blue World. Go. I just started following her the other day. I think she followed me, but did she follow me back? I feel like she followed me back. Or we followed each other. I feel like it. How do you tell if you follow somebody on Instagram? I don't know. Anyway, so let's get to the mess, child. It's enough of the crying. Okay, wipe your tears away. Roll the weed up. Okay, so let's talk about what's going on. Okay, let's see what's the first thing that I see. She's beautiful. Let me save this. Jesus Christ. I can come back to it later. All right. Who broke up? Ray J had a breakdown after him and Princess Love's divorce was finalized. Oh, maybe that's what his problem was the other day. Just give her name back. He owns her name as a trademark. I'm gonna always bring it up. I'm gonna go look on the trademark. Go look on the trademark website and look up Princess Love, and you'll see that it's owned by Knockout Entertainment. Huh, that's Ray J's company. Mm-hmm. Remember when he used to run around the clubs in LA with a little boxing glove around his neck? Remember? Ray J thought he was the shit, baby. He used to come in the club and have a bunch of niggas around him with a wife beater on and that damn boxing glove around his neck. Look at Brandy's brother. And he was young. Shouldn't have been in the club, probably. I don't think he was 21. He might have been. Shit, I don't know. Her boyfriend was 2 hours late picking her up from work. Let's see. Block him and protect your peace. He's low key your op. How's he 2 hours late picking me up from work again? Why are y'all letting men drive your cars? The girls have done that. I've let a guy drive my car before. And that was like a more recent thing. Before that, never. Girl, what? I've let a man drive my car before. But no, you're not driving around town. Girl, you're not driving around town in my shit. And you're not on the insurance like that, unless you want to put on this insurance. I can put you on my insurance, and then you could drive it. Sure. But somebody is. I'll tell you one thing. This is what I've learned. A person is not going to take care of your stuff the way you take care of your stuff. They're not. They don't care. They don't care if they mess your car up. They crash your car. I don't know why y'all letting these men drive your car. They're the leaders, and you giving them the car. Okay, let's see what she says.
How was you late to come get me? How are you late? No, what do you mean don't start this shit again? How was you late to come get me?
Don't start. Get in the car.
You? Then you got your friends in the car with you and you late. This why you late? You want to pick your friends up, all of this, smoking the car out.
Bro, watch out. Watch out.
Just get out.
Watch out.
Get out.
Bro,
get out. You get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. You and your friend. Get out. Y'all can figure out how y'all gonna get home. Watch out. Get out. You. I'm talking to you. Get out. Well, I just still sitting right here. You can't hear? Get out.
Bro. Alright, let me get my shit.
Okay, come on.
Let me get my shit. Okay, let me get my shit. Watch out, get on my list. Come on, gang.
This type of stuff that I be dealing with, like, this is crazy. Then I get in the car. And the car is on E again. Like, bro, look at this. It ain't no way. I just put gas in here and you come get me on E again. Like, looking dumb. And I truly hope that they find somewhere to go. Because please don't call me thinking I'm about to come back and get you. Because I'm
You
not.
probably will. You the one looking dumb.
Like, it don't ever take him long.
He's calling her already.
Well,
Bro, why the fuck did you just block me, gang? And then you cut us out the width and got us walking for real?
you should have been on time. You wouldn't did too much today. No, you did too much. No, stop playing with me. What? Hello.
But where you at?
Why?
Where are you at, bro? Stop playing with me. What you mean?
Wherever I'm at, you're not coming to where I'm at. This type of stuff that I be dealing with, like this.
Bro, your location off and everything, bro. I'm blocked, gang. I can't call you or nothing. I'm calling private, gang. What don't you understand?
You calling her
not supposed to be
gang.
able to call at all. I don't understand why you keep calling me.
Calling her
private.
gang, calling her bruh. You just an object to him.
Okay,
a
you already pissed me
resource.
off. Bye.
You're just a resource to him, girl.
Your location off and everything, bro. I'm blocked, gang.
Yeah.
I just made burgers.
She took him back.
And fries.
I made the fries.
He back. He back at the house. You talking about he looked dumb. Yeah, I was talking about you. I thought you was saying that you was looking dumb. I said at least you know it.
Big bag? Big bag?
Then he calling her big back because she's eating. I cooked dinner.
8 out of 10.
Oh, he said he cooked it.
It's 10 out of 10.
9 out of 10. It's good.
Oh, shut the fuck up. That done pissed me off. Block him, protect your peace. He's low-key your op. In 2024, y'all letting men drive your car in 2024? She put 2 4s. Like, girl, my mama couldn't even drop me off in my car, let alone an ain't shit ass. Woo, child, stand up. Leave him in the dirt. You know what he was doing. And I bet he gonna be crazy if she late getting him in her car button. Hey boo, he was with me. I can tell by the way she was still answering the phone that he would be back. I knew she was gonna take dude back when she kept answering them block calls. One thing I know about women, when they done, they done. They ain't got no rap for you after that. She was giving him too much rap while she blocked. He's right. Will Casanova DC, he said it right. The fact that she answers tells me they were laid up together spooning that night. Mistake number 1, never let no one drop off or pick up your car. Y'all out here tripping. Last side makes me think it was a skit. Baby boy in real life. Why you late picking me up? Jody. Jody walked so he can run. Right. This not the point, but I hate when people put ketchup on fries like that. They had ketchup all over the fries, not dipped on the side. How do y'all like your fries, with ketchup all over them or on the side? I personally like to dip my fries in Thousand Island. Not if you make, maybe if you mix a ketchup, but if you put ketchup, you got to put pepper and hot sauce in the ketchup. All right, that's not the point. Okay. Men are funny, talking about you gonna piss me off. Like, sir, I already kicked you out my vehicle. They both like drama and playing games. It's a lot. You know how it's learned? What happens is the person learns codependency, and then they have a fear of rejection, and then a fear of abandonment. That happens a lot. I feel like that happens a lot. I dealt with that too. Abandonment issues, right? And then staying longer than I should because of the abandonment. You fuck with your own brain, right? You want the person to leave, but you have an unhealed wound, an abandonment wound. And so you let the person stay because you have a wound that needs to be healed. right? And so you let people that harm you stay longer. You stay in relationships longer than you should because you have an abandonment issue. I had the same issue. I feel like a lot of people deal with that. And a rejection, an issue with rejection. Men and women, an issue with rejection. Codependency, right? The person becomes your best friend after 7 days. They're your soulmate after 10 days. You planning weddings after 3 weeks. You picking out what they say, you picking out your China patterns. You have kids' names picked out after 3 months. Yeah. The fast track to create a laborer. Girl, good luck to her. Whatever. I ain't got time. You gonna go back, come back, go in, go back, go back, come in, come back. Let's see. The game's SA accuser served the rapper and whack 100 with a notice of levy in hopes of seizing his property to collect the $7 million judgment. Every time I see JCon's face, I'll be like, pay that lady. I don't want to hear nothing you have to say. You a motherfucker that didn't get away with that shit. You essayed that girl on the set of your show. Y'all create these dating shows and they are traps for women. They are. They really, really are. All that Love Island shit, all it is a mating show. It's not a dating show. You gonna tell me you gonna put attractive people on an island and call it Love Island? It should be called Fuck Island. That's what it should be called. Screw Island. Bumping Coochie, bumping Dick Island. That's what it should be called. It's not a dating show. And nobody is on there really trying to find a life partner or a partner for 8 years at least. Nobody. They are young, attractive people on a television show on an island. Guess what they gonna be doing? Fucking. And then acting like they so in love. Girl, you not in love. It's them genitals fucking whizzing, waiting to connect with another genital. Y'all create these game shows. Look at, what's her name over there, the Bachelorette, over there with that white man. He's taking her through it. Rigged, game show rigged. What happened to the 50 golden Bachelorette? The gold for the old folks, silver. I think it was either silver or I don't know what it was, but it was for the older. It was a bachelor. He was a goddamn bum. It's a trap for women. It's a trap. Neighbors, it's not looking good for the game. It's no secret the game has been ducking and dodging Priscilla Rainey. If you remember, she sued the game back in 2015 for battery, claiming that when she was a contestant on his dating show, he forcefully reached his hand under her dress and rubbed her bare vagina and buttocks. The rapper never showed up for trial, and he was ordered to pay You're so fucking cocky and full of your goddamn self, you bitch ass nigga. You don't even show up. And then you around there with that motherfucker who looks like his face caught on fire and put it out with a weed whacker. Whack 100, bitch ass nigga. Ooh, when I tell you that whack 100, he really chaps my hide. What's his name hangs around with him too? Ray J. That's the element. That's why he over there so going through it talking about, Brand, we gonna be cool, Brand. I'm tired of taking the money. Y'all are some grimy motherfuckers. And y'all around there moving money around. I want the money that game when he was on that show with them monsters, Tia Kemp, Tony Tokyo, and fucking Carlisa Blueface's mother, them ratchet, raggedy, dick worshiping bitches. I want the money from when the game came on that show. Girl, whatever check he got from that show, give it to Priscilla. You owe her $7 million, sir, because your arrogant, cocky ass didn't show up. You didn't show up to court? Jason Taylor ordered to pay $7.1 million to Priscilla Rainey. A process service and a notice of levy, writ of execution, and more to the game in WAC 100 on Rainey's behalf in June. She's eyeing a mansion of his out in Calabasas. In a previous court documents, Priscilla claimed the game transferred the deed of his home over to WAC to prevent her from seizing it. I believe it. She already took his publishing and label. That's why he ain't making music. You can never sing again, bitch. You a bird in a cage, bitch. You can't sing no more. You a rapping ass motherfucker, arrogant ass bitch. You didn't go to court? She already took his publishing and label, and now she has her eyes set on his hat. Take it all. Take it all, bitch. I bet you he won't touch nobody again. Y'all, she got rejected and got mad. Well, shouldn't have fucking rejected her. Y'all are, when I tell y'all are so sick. This man, these men feel entitled to women, so entitled that I can touch you, and when you sue me, I won't even show up to court, bitch. I don't give a fuck that I sexually assaulted you. It's so crazy how many celebrities don't get canceled for SA. That shit blows my mind. She hasn't removed that foot off his neck in years. Love this for her. Hope she gets every penny. It's messed up because if you watch that show, the level of discernment that you notice the lady had an agenda from the first episode. Her whole energy was whack. Let me tell you something. He said her whole energy was wicked. No, it wasn't. I remember that show. I remember that for the what was it called? I forgot what the fuck it was called. I remember when it was on. The women on there are supposed to act like they want him. They're supposed to act like all the girls on Flavor of Love, they supposed to act like they want you. All the girls on what is it? Chance at Love. All it does is give men an opportunity to choose who they want to fuck. You're not on there to try to be in a relationship with the game. That nigga is unsuitable for any level of partnership. Any level. It's messed up because if you watch that show, it says, well, listen, let me tell you something. If a woman comes onto a show with intentions to put herself in a situation where she can turn around and sue for SA, the person who SA'd her should have controlled themselves. Got it? You got it? If I put myself into a position where a man assaults me and I say, no, 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 or he touches me without my consent, that's SA. It's not even him putting his penis in her. It's touching her. Do you hear me? He didn't have sex with this woman. He touched her vagina without her consent. So you got to pay. You got to pay to touch it. $7 million, nigga. And I hope she gets every penny from WAC 100, from JCon, from all of them. Had he showed up to court, he would have won. But that's what happens when you don't take things seriously and you arrogant. He says, somebody says, I remember watching the show. I don't remember him sexually assaulting female because they dated on the show afterwards. And when TMZ got a hold of the pictures and videos, she didn't like the backlash, then filed a civil lawsuit. So you didn't see him sexually assault her, so it must not have happened. Got it. He's standing on it. He's not paying her. If I didn't see the way she was acting on that show, she didn't like him on the show. She was like kind of like I don't know if you want to say playing hard to get. I don't know if it was like, but it was like, I don't really like you like that. That's what I remember. They said they dated outside of the show. I don't know how true that is. She's been trying to get that money for years. It seems like everything she's doing isn't working. No, it's working. She's getting the money. She's getting judgments. If you get a judgment, that's one thing about the court can say, yeah. You see, OJ died owing the Brown family You get a judgment doesn't mean like, what are they going to do? People don't pay. People don't pay. Now she wants, I don't blame her. She's been trying to get money for years. This is a reminder to men, be careful about chasing skirts. She was trying to date him. Now she's taking all of his assets. Be mindful of the women you get close to. Not to say she can't have a legitimate case, but this wasn't proven completely. It seems to have resulted from him not appearing in court, which is much different from a clear victory. Well, if he was innocent, why didn't he go fight it in court? Why not? That's when I tell you it's so arrogant for him not to show up. Okay, I'm done. Girl, I think it's whack, and I hope she gets all his money, and I hope that she gets a whack 100's money too. Oh, yikes. Erica Mena goes in on Safaree for not taking care of their kids, saying he purposely dresses them sloppy and cheap, skips holidays and birthdays unless a photo opportunity. Sis, you have no problem making sure you're a bad bitch all the time. That's what she said to Safaree. Erica Mena thought she was going to be treated differently. You got the same pop locking nigga that everybody else gets. You got the same dancing little monkey with cymbals. You got him. You got him. Running around. You got him. That's your man, baby. And you duplicated his DNA. You thought you was gonna be different? He told you how all these black bitches get on his nerves, right? You and Sin. That's so funny. You and Sin, both. Ain't that crazy? Both of yous. Both of yous. And look at yous now. Joe Budden and Safaree Samuels. Woo, shit. Y'all thought y'all was gonna create lives with those niggas? Y'all thought y'all was gonna be in relationships with those niggas, married to them niggas? Erica Mena, did you get married? I think she got married. You did get married to Survivor. Oh yeah, I remember that day her divorce was final and she was crying. And then she immediately got mad when she saw how much he was ordered to pay child support. Remember? Scrappy was there with her. That's not funny because I would be pissed too. This motherfucker makes all this money and this is your child support order? She was like, no. He was like, oh my God, I'm divorced. Oh my God. You know, put it on the show. She reading the paper. She's reading the paper and she was like, what? No, he's supposed to pay such. You was happy to get a divorce. See, all you had to do was worry about a child support order. Now you got to wait. Now you got to get a judge to say, okay, and all this other stuff. It's easier. It's easier to disconnect from the nigga when you just a baby mama. Y'all attach yourselves legally to these bums, these pop locking bums, these narcissistic gaslighting bums. Sin Santana thought she was going to be different. You duplicated Joe Budden's DNA. Oh, shit. Nobody before you did it. You thought you was special because the black guys, they love the Latinas. Ooh, they love the Latinas. They love the Latinas. They love the Latinas. They do. And then they send your kids back home with their heads looking like cats have been licking in it. She cussed his ass out. And then what's really crazy is you send them over there and their grandparents or aunts are over there, like she said, and they don't comb the children's hair. They don't wash the children's hair. They go swimming and everything. And you realize, oh, this is not my child's family. This is my child's father's family. This is not my child's family at all. Because if you don't have an inclination or a feeling expression that you want to, after the little boy gets out of the pool, to wash his hair and braid it back up, and you don't have that inclination, you send him back home with his hair looking crazy, you don't give a fuck about those kids. That's what it looks like to me. That's what it looks like to me. And because you don't give a fuck about my kids, you'll never see them again. You had an opportunity to take care of my children, and I left them in your care, and you couldn't do it. You won't do it again. Period. Erica Mena, all you girls that run around thinking you're gonna be treated differently, and you're learning. I bet you learn your lesson. I bet you don't, because the pick-me's really never learn their lesson. They find a way to justify. I just put a hole in this one. I'm trying to figure out where the little I didn't know that there was a little stem in there, and it punctured the thing. I just broke it up with my hands though. You really thought you was gonna be different. Erica Mena and Sin Santana ironically used to be in a relationship with each other. Then they went out and found some black men who disparaged black women, right? And pillow talk. Yeah, I don't really date black women because you know how they are. Even Sin Santana said it when she made that statement that black men worship Latinas. She came out and said, that's what I've been told my whole life. Where did all them niggas learn to triangulate black women and Latina women to where the Latina pick-me's are like, I'm better than you. I'm better than you. I'm better than you. He likes me better than you. He going upside your head in Espanol. He's stressing you out in Espanol. Edge is gone in Espanol. You saw the way Erica Mena looked like she had disappeared, bitch. When I tell you Safaree was sending that lady through it, but you wanted that pop locking ass nigga. You wanted him. You wanted him, and you was getting mad at you got mad at Spice because he was triangulating Spice with you, stupid bitch. He was triangulating Spice. He don't give a fuck about Spice, but him crying over Spice, he knew that would send you through the roof because he's already made it clear, and other black men before him, that they don't really like black women. And now he's crying over a dark-skinned black woman. What? You blue monkey. She lost her fucking mind. She lost her little bigot bird jumped out. Little bigot bird. You little bigot bird jumped out. Jumped out because that nigga expressed emotions for a black woman. He didn't do that for me. Remember when she was saying that? He didn't do that for me. And I've been told my whole life that they worship us. Why in the world they don't like those dark skinned girls, the negritas, morenas, whatever the fuck you want to call them. Some of y'all call them cockroaches. Huh? You was making monkey sounds, bitch. Fucking cocksucker. Whatever Safaree gives you, you deserve it, ho. Sorry. What do they say? You should have chose better. His Yelp reviews were out. Safaree fucked everybody on Love and Hip Hop. Everybody. And you wifed up the community dick? You like Luann de Lesseps over there on Real Housewives of New York. Who marries community dick? Safaree? No, what it was he fucked everybody on Love and Hip Hop, but he chose you. He picked you. And you were so overjoyed. Then you went out and he love bombed you. You thought you was the pick of the litter. Oh my God, he fucked everybody on Love and Hip Hop and he wants to marry me. And now he's not combing the baby's hair. Let me tell you what she said. This is what she's going through it. She ain't the only one. All the non-black women who have been triangulated with black women and the black women who internalize that bullshit, and for some reason you have an issue with these girls. You shouldn't have an issue with these girls, but your pick-me's are always going to have issues with each other. When there's a dick in proximity, they will always have a problem with each other. They'll always be triangulated. Always. And you go through all this shit. You thought you was the special one. And here he is, not taking care of the children you created. And I bet you they have his last name. Hell, they even named after Safaree. One of them name is Sapphire. Sapphire, named after her father, essentially. I already be having to eat shit how you purposely dress my kids so sloppy and cheap because you know that's one thing I take pride in outside of their education. Yeah, I take pride in how they look. Wonder what kind of values you're going to instill in them. You literally do nothing for them outside of child support. You don't pay for school. Well, that's where the child support money is supposed to go, but I get it. You don't pay for health care. Go back to court and tell them that you need his child support order adjusted because you need support with school and what else? Medical expenses. But yet you claim you sell healthcare, their activities. You don't do anything to chip in for or help for their birthdays. You literally skipped out on Christmas and Sapphire's birthday altogether this year. What you could at least do when you have them is take pride in that and actually put in some effort. No, bitch, he doesn't have to do nothing. You duplicated his DNA, named the children after him, and put his last name on the kids. He don't have to do a motherfucking thing, and you gonna eat it up. You just gonna have to eat it. You just gonna have to eat it. You're gonna have to eat it. That's why Lala Kent went to the sperm bank. That's why these girls are going to the sperm bank. So you don't have to be arguing with no nigga about child support or taking care of your children while he has them. You got all this money, so you tell the world, and you got all these diamonds, but yet, why is it when you have your kids, they walking around looking like this? Did grandma and auntie not feel the need to grab a comb for your baby, sis? Look at the baby's hair. I'll put it on the screen. You know, it just looked like he had cornrows and his hair is all over the place. You know how it gets after you go swimming? Hell, your hair does it. After you go swimming or you get out the pool, the hair be all over the place. You don't take his hair out and wash it. You just let the chlorine sit in his hair. You would never, ever be around my kid again. Do something crazy like that. Like on Thanksgiving, when their mother leaves the house, you don't feed her kids. So in her eyes, she sees that, oh, these kids are not part of this community because nobody was inclined to feed the children. Y'all waiting for their mama. That's my story. That's when I realized, oh, they'll never be around y'all again. All this fake shit. Y'all fake. I really been sparing you for so long, but enough is enough. You love social media attention, so here it is. You already got months at a time and not seeing the babies by choice. You went 2 months. I remember having to realize, you know what, Erica, you're just going to have to act like that person is dead. Because you running around expecting someone who does not give a fuck about anybody else but himself to care about his offspring. That is the reason why you give your babies your last name. As soon as that divorce decree was signed, in the divorce, in going through the divorce, I would have asked the judge, I want both of the children's names to be changed over to mine, to my last name, Mena. Yep, that's what I want. I want that in the, because I know he's not going to take care of them. As a matter of fact, see, they don't, if you even approach them with releasing paternity, they won't do it. Even though they don't want to take care of the children, they want somebody running around with their last name. So they don't have to do shit in life, but they get to live another generation through you. And you give them that. Giving them their last name, no, they won't have no connection to you, motherfucker, at all. I would ask for that in the divorce. I want their last names changed. And do you want to release parental rights? Because I'm not going to be going on the internet fighting you about taking care of them. Because you don't want to see them. You don't do this. You don't do that. You're not active. You're not an active father. So you should give up parental rights. You should, Safaree. You should. You should. But no, they running around with the last name Samuels. I would change their last names, Erica Mena. You stupid bitch. If you don't hear nothing I say throughout this motherfucking video, change the motherfucking kid's last name and ask him to release paternity rights. Because then you won't have to be telling him to come for Christmas and come for this and come for that and come for that. You won't be expecting that out of him. You have these expectations of men who didn't give a fuck from jump. When he was love bombing you, he didn't give a fuck about you. It was about, she's the only one I haven't fucked on Love and Hip Hop. And here you are. You already go months at a time and not see these babies by choice. You went 2 months last go around. You finally popped up at Legend's birthday, empty-handed and never offering to pay half of anything, like always. You came for your quick once every few months photo opportunity with them and bounced. You finally decided to get them past Saturday. Legend came there with his hair braided already. Clearly it needed to be taken out. But me just assuming, since the so-called auntie and grandma was in town, my baby would be good, right? No. Girl, how is it no one thought to take my baby's braids out and wash his hair, especially since he was in and out of a chlorine pool? Sis, you have no problem making sure you're a bad bitch all the time. Why can't my babies be dressed and groomed properly like you do for when you have them? Apart from being a bad, I don't know what she says, is really taking care of your kids. So this is where I draw the line. I know I can go for days with all this spiteful shit you don't do for your kid just because you think it's a way to hurt me. That's what I'm saying. They use the children as weapons while they have his last name. Girl, don't put him on the, if you're not married, I'm sorry. That's one thing that I regret doing. Do not put that man's name on the birth certificate. Paternity means nothing. I take care of my kids 100% of the time. I take care of 99.9999999% of everything they need financially. Oh, let me send you some money for school clothes. Cool. You think I ever say thank you? No, I'm not saying thank you for sending money for you to buy these kids school clothes. Whatever, nigga. If you send it, you send it. If you don't, you don't. I don't expect shit from you. I'm actively acting like you're dead because you are useless, purposeless, a waste of a man. You actually don't deserve children. You definitely don't deserve children running around with your last name. You definitely don't. It should be an honor for a man to be given the last name of a child, to be given a man's last name. That should be an honor. Otherwise, all children should have their mothers. I don't care if you're married. I don't care if you're married. All the children come from the mother. They should have the mother's last name. You shouldn't change your last name. This ownership thing, yeah, let's get married. I'm not changing nothing. And my children will have my last name. If you married and want to hyphenate it, that's fine. Because your mom and dad, like the Latinos do. Everybody has a mama and daddy's last name. That's why most of the Latinos have two last names. They got their mama and daddy's last name. Period. It goes on the birth certificate. Do not put these men on the birth certificates, especially if they are showing you they're not going to contribute. Because once you put them on that document, they have a say. They have a say. I realized that when I went to go change my children's last name, because he was on the birth certificate, he was able to put his last name on my children because they was about to have my I told my son the other day, I should have gave them my middle name and last name. They have my last name, but they don't have my middle name. They had his middle name at first. I changed it. I was like, I'm not, girl, what? Hell no. You ain't getting nothing. And then he had some fake ass last name. He want to call his last name some Muslim last name. He ain't changed his last name at all. He got a child running around with a last name and it's not even his. I should have done that. Gave him a different last name. Shit. A whole nother last name. But don't put him on the birth certificate. I know it's stinging some of you, like, what? Don't put the father on the birth certificate, because you've been trained to believe that paternity means something. It don't mean a fucking thing. You've been told, like, oh, we need to know who the father is. That's if you want the father to take care of the child. But the way it works here and that I've seen, these men are not taking care of children. They're not contributing. So once again, here we are. We're back to you doing the labor and slapping a man's name on it. Okay, I gotta go. I don't know what to say about Erica Mena. It says the Nicki statement triggered her bad. I don't even know. What do you mean Nicki statement? Oh, I think he said the love of his life was Nicki Minaj or something. And you're doing this because you want to hurt me. Not grooming and properly dressing your kids every time you have them is honestly despicable. As a mother, she should not even have posted this to prove her point. Why wait until after he says he's breaking up with Nicki? Was his hardest struggle to post this? She's in her feelings bad. You married him. Take it up with the courts. Leave us out of it. Stop embarrassing your children for a pity party. No, he's embarrassing his own children. How does your children come in your care and they leave looking worse than they showed up? That you should be embarrassed, but you're not, because you don't give a shit about them kids. Y'all see Safaree taking pictures with them kids. He ain't seen them in 6 months. And y'all like, oh my God, he's such a great father. I don't know. I just don't feel bad for her. I don't feel bad for her either. You got picked, huh? Yeah, there you go. You wanted to get picked. So your Latina ass, they love you so much. They love us. They worship us. They love the girls. That's the kind of worship. I don't want that kind of worship. Stressed out. Edge is gone. Erica Mena looked a damn fool when she was going through it with Safaree. But you got picked and you still trying to get picked. He don't give a fuck about them kids. He's never given a fuck about you. And you over there doing all the labor and they have his name named after him, everything. Here we are, effective patriarchy, married or not. You do the work and he gets the credit. He gets the offspring. And he gets the offspring. I gotta go. We got about 10 minutes. My mama used to freshly braid my hair up before sending me with my daddy. She didn't want nobody playing in my hair. And she did everything for me as well. Really, she could have kept me home. Wasn't no good memories created on those little trips. Keep your kids home. Stop sending them to these men who don't value being a father. Period. Right here. This is the comment. This comment needs to be pinned. Why? The man don't give a fuck about it. See, I've always learned, and I've heard my elders say, you don't send your children to a place where the persons in the house don't care about you, because they will abuse your children in order to hurt you. I was mistreated as a child by a woman out of spite. Pick me's. Mistreating the child, the ex-wife's children, the new wife. Yep, I've had that experience. Don't send your kids. My mom was pissed. She was like, listen, I don't want to have to come over there and beat that lady's ass for mistreating my child. Because I used to be calling. Every time she did something to me, I was calling my mom. I was calling my grandparents. I remember the day I broke my ankle. I had a hairline fracture playing basketball, fell on my ankle wrong. The next morning, I woke up and my ankle was swollen. I didn't know I had a hairline fracture at the time, right? I'm only 14 years old. I wake up the next morning, my foot is swollen, everything. So I'm like, okay, I'm not going to go to school today. She told me, well, since you're not going to school today, you're going to clean up this house. I'm like, lady, did you see my ankle? She leaves. I call my grandparents. They came and got me. I went to the doctor, had a hairline fracture. I will never forget that. And my mom was like, you're not going back there. You're not going back. You're not going back. My grandparents came and picked me up. Yep. Because my mom was like, because if she continues to mistreat you, I'm going to have to come over there and beat her ass. That's what I'm going to have to do. So we're going to bring you home. I didn't even last the whole school year living with my dad because his wife mistreated me so badly. I didn't even finish the night. I went to live with my dad because I was like, I want to see what it's like living with my dad. He was so busy. He wasn't paying attention. She used to close the kitchen. I would come home from volleyball practice or basketball practice. She would close the kitchen. So I couldn't eat when I came home because the kitchen was closed. My mom was like, no, we're not playing these games. I didn't even finish a whole school year. And then I was pissed because I had left private school. I wanted to go to public school. So I went to go live with my dad. I'm at the school. And I don't get to finish. I'm in high school now. So I'm excited. So then when I couldn't finish and bring me back to LA Unified School District, their ninth grade was still middle school. It wasn't high school like in the other cities, in the other school districts. So I was fucking pissed. I was like, what the fuck? I'm going back to junior high school? Because it's ninth grade. Girl. And then I was even pissed off more because it was a junior high school. I was like, God damn, I just graduated junior high school. I was pissed. But yeah, when you send your kids over and the motherfuckers don't like you, you don't send your kids nowhere where the motherfuckers don't like you, because it will be reflected in the way that they treat your children. I don't play those games. Do you have one time? You have one time. That happened to me when I told y'all the story the day that my brother assaulted me. Thanksgiving 2015. I leave to go use the phone to get better service. So I leave. They're fixing plates. I get back from my phone call and my children haven't been fed. Everybody's eating. The men, girl, when I think about it, the men are eating, but not the children. You dick worshiping bitches, you. I walk in the house, my children haven't been fed. My brother hasn't fed them. My grandmother hasn't fed them. My cousin hasn't fed them. My aunt hasn't fed them. My father hasn't fed them. Nobody. So I walk in the house, I'm like, why haven't they eaten? Why aren't their plates made? Well, then they come up with this excuse. Well, we don't know what you feed them. Y'all got all the, you don't eat pork and all that other stuff. What are you talking about? My kids are 8 and 6. 7 and 6. Yeah, oh, yeah, 8. 8 and 6. The other one's about to be 7 in the next year, January. 8 and 6. They know how to say what the fuck they like to eat. They come from me. I got a mouth. Don't you think they got a mouth? What do they want? You didn't ask them? I'm sure they want some mac and cheese. I'm sure they want some turkey. I'm sure they want some sweet potatoes. I'm sure they want some greens. My children eat vegetables, girl. I've never had a problem with my children eating vegetables. But I come in my home on Thanksgiving where you're supposed to be with family, and you walk in the door and nobody has fed your children. You know, I was so fucking pissed. And I was standing at the stove and I was making their plates. And I just said, this shit is fake. This shit is fake. What did you say? This shit is fake. And then my brother assaulted me, walked past my father. My father never turned around while my brother was choking me. And it felt like La Bamba because I had an amulet around my neck. And when he choked me, the amulet broke. It broke. It broke. I should have hit him in the head with that cast iron skillet that was on the stove. Because I looked, and then I looked at my father. My father never turned around. My cousin yelling at my father. He's choking her. He's choking her. And then my brother, when they tell the story back, they say I kicked at my brother. Bitch, you are walking towards me in aggression. I'm supposed to be like, here, choke me. You think I'm not gonna fight you back or try to defend myself? I really should have hit him in the head with a cast iron skillet, then called the cops on him so he could have lost his city job that my father got him. Bitch ass motherfucker. I'll let you live, bitch. Anyways, don't send your kids over to nobody who don't like you. If they don't like you, they're not going to like your children. That's the moral of the motherfucking story. They got one time. My kids ain't seen them motherfuckers since. They haven't. Anyways, take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments.